Managers and lapdogs. The term lapdog typically refers to someone who unquestioningly follows and supports another person, often in a subservient or obsequious manner. In the context of managers, the idea of needing a lapdog to inform them when their actions or decisions don't go well suggests a power dynamic where the manager may not be open to feedback or may have a desire to surround themselves with individuals who reinforce their ideas. While it is important to note that not all managers have this dynamic or desire, there could be several psychological factors at play that contribute to this behavior. Confirmation bias. Managers, like anyone else, may have a natural inclination to seek out information that confirms their pre-existing beliefs and opinions. Having someone who acts as a lapdog can provide them with a sense of validation and reinforce their confidence in their decisions, even when those decisions may not be optimal. Ego protection. Managers, particularly those with high levels of authority, may have a strong need to protect their ego and maintain a positive self-image. Having a lapdog who praises their every move allows them to avoid criticism or negative feedback that may challenge their self-perception or competence. Fear of conflict. Some managers may be averse to conflict or disagreement, preferring a harmonious work environment where dissenting opinions are suppressed. A lapdog can act as a buffer, shielding the manager from potentially uncomfortable or conflicting viewpoints that could arise from open and honest feedback. Control and power dynamics. Managers who seek out lapdogs may have a desire to maintain a position of control and power. By surrounding themselves with individuals who are dependent on their favor or approval, they can exert influence and reinforce their authority within the organization. However, it is important to emphasize that this dynamic is not healthy or conducive to effective leadership. Good managers should promote open communication, encourage diverse perspectives, and be open to constructive criticism. They should create an environment that fosters trust, encourages independent thinking, and values honest feedback even when it challenges their own ideas or decisions. If a manager relies on a lapdog to relay feedback from the group because people don't provide feedback directly, it could indicate underlying issues in the manager-employee relationship of the organizational culture. Here are some possible reasons for this dynamic. Fear of repercussions. Employees may feel hesitant to provide direct feedback to the manager due to concerns about potential negative consequences. They might worry about retaliation, career setbacks, or strained relationships with managers. This fear can create a barrier to open communication and lead to the reliance on a lapdog who can filter or dilute the feedback. Lack of psychological safety. Psychological safety refers to an environment where individuals feel safe to take interpersonal skills, interpersonal risks, share their opinions, and express concerns without fear of negative consequences. If employees perceive a lack of psychological safety within the team or organization, they may withhold their feedback from the manager, fearing negative repercussions. In such cases, a lapdog may become a channel for feedback, as they are perceived as less risky to approach. Power dynamics and hierarchy. Hierarchical structures and power differentials can create barriers to open feedback. Employees may feel intimidated by the manager's authority and hesitate to provide direct feedback. In such cases, a lapdog may serve as an intermediary who can deliver the feedback in a more palatable or less confrontational manner. Lack of communication channels. If there are limited or ineffective channels for employees to provide feedback directly to the manager, then they risk alternative routes. In the absence of formal feedback mechanisms, a lapdog can emerge as an informal conduit for sharing concerns or suggestions with the manager. Addressing these issues requires a proactive approach from both the manager and the organization. They can foster a culture of psychological safety where employees feel comfortable expressing their opinions and concerns without fear of reprisal. Establish formal feedback mechanisms such as regular check-ins anonymous suggestion boxes, or teams dedicated to open dialogue. Encourage transparent and open communication, emphasizing the value of diverse perspectives and constructive criticism. Lead by example, demonstrating openness to feedback and actively seeking it out from employees. Provide training and support to managers on how to receive and respond to feedback in a constructive manner. Develop a feedback culture that values honest communication and promotes accountability at all levels of the organization. By addressing these underlying issues, managers can create an environment that encourages direct feedback, reduces the need for a lapdog, and fosters a more productive and collaborative work environment.